Nico's pick for this week was the 2004 film The Notebook, which he'll lovingly describe now.
Lovingly, dude, I'd love to. So The Notebook is a film about some old farts in a nursing home. One of them has like dementia or something, and the dude just like, he wants to remind her of their younger years. So he regales her a tale about how, when they were young lovers back in Louisiana in the fucking South in 1944, some bullshit. He was trying to, pop her cherry, which he successfully did. Then he went off to war because they had to break up because his father and mother just wouldn't let him date or whatever the fuck. And then after years go by, she ends up getting with some dude. They get engaged, but then, you know what? Why don't I just, go see my ex again? Wouldn't that be silly? And then they fuck, and then they live happily ever after because of that.
Here's my haiku as inspired by The Notebook. A summer romance. Again, a sordid affair. This dumb fucking bitch. Welcome to Incel Hours, everyone. That's right.
Hey, Dylan, why don't you kick us off? How'd you feel about this one?
This was in fact not the movie that I was thinking of.
What'd you think it was?
I almost had the movie. I think it's called, is it called Stay With Me or something like that? It's some movie about somebody's in the hospital in some kind of coma and they might die. So I'm not going to explain the plot of that movie. We'll get to it eventually. No, I thought this was a surprisingly well-made, romance movie, because I'm not usually super into romance movies. I've grown more accustomed to them over time.
What'd you like so much about this one?
I like how there was, narration in the form of characters that we, at first, could have had an idea of who they were. But then as the movie went on and, they're seeing how much time they spend together, you very quickly piece together, these are the two people from the story. And then, because at that point you're okay, I know they end up together in the end, but how do they end up together in the end? And then it's you just see their journey over time. But no, I just think this movie's really sweet and, emotionally charged. And I don't know, it was...
What? Hold on. What's sweet about it, Dylan?
Just that... all the shit that they went through and how they still made it to the end. And
the shit they went through is her being betrothed to another man and then cheating on him.
Listen, dude, I don't have to agree with everything this movie does. I just think that it was pretty cute.
It's a story about enduring love, Tanner, is it not?
I'm ready to skip to the rankings.
No, what? No, we can't do that.
I don't want to discuss this movie.
I think I know Tanner's feelings about this movie.
I thought I knew yours too.
Listen, dude, I only got depression once, maybe twice. It's getting better. All right, are we skipping to the other rankings?
No, we're not actually just skipping to the rankings.
You guys weren't saying anything, so let's hear it.
I mean, my whole point is this is not a romance story. This is just a dumb, narcissistic bitch doing whatever she pleases, no matter who it hurts. Fuck the main character in this movie, earnestly. I hate her. She sucks, Damn. And both of these dudes would be better off without her. The acting is good, I guess.
The acting's okay.
But also, this movie is aggressively predictable, which is bad for a drama romance. And it just fundamentally fails at being a romance story. I do not believe that these two are in love. Literally, the only thing we ever hear her say about him as a reason why she is with him is that he dicks her down good. That's the only thing that she says about him as to why she wants to be with him, and not this other guy who is literally described as being perfect for her.
Yeah, literally just the fundamental setup of this story, they don't give it enough time to actually flesh out the romance that is the baseline for literally all the action for the rest of the movie. We see some cute shots of them being cute teenage lovers, and that's basically it, and then the rest of the movie is predicated on that fact well into their adulthood. It's baffling, frankly. She has the perfect ultimate setup with this husband and then fucking cheats on him for a summer fling. Baffling, absolutely baffling. And like Tanner said, this movie is absurdly predictable. It is the most generic plotline of all time for a romance film. I also feel they don't really do a good job actually showing the guy's perspective on what he went through. I don't know why the fuck he's so fucked up on her for so long. Get over it, dude. It's been years. What the fuck's wrong with you? And two, I just don't feel like they really did a good job, I guess. Like, if they're gonna lean into him being like super fucked up, I don't know. I just didn't feel like they did a good job presenting it personally.
Yeah, and I mean,
I don't have a whole ton to say about this movie, to be honest.
yeah, I mean, like, fucking. Okay, so.
I don't think
film
there
is
is
like,
a charitable view to take here, Nico. I
Yeah.
know you're gonna try and play devil's advocate, but like, I think the devil lost this one.
give me a second here, Tanner. So, like, the film is trying to portray this relationship and, like, is being, like, you know, this really, like, desirable and almost, like, acceptable sort of relationship. And this is not at all what a healthy or even a passionate relationship is supposed to look like. This is just pure melodrama, basically. Like, I get it, okay? Like, movies are supposed to be, like, entertaining, and, like, drama is what gets people hooked in it, okay? But, like, I don't know, like, yeah, realistic relationships aren't, like, particularly interesting, but, like, this film is trying to convince you, again, that this is romantic. But as a result of that, there's just a major disconnect with me, because I can't fucking get invested when this fucking bitch is just, like, going out here fucking cheating on this dude, okay? That's not romantic to me. Especially when there's a lot of weird shit that happens throughout this movie where, like, you know, like, right off the bat, this dude, like, fucking threatens suicide unless she goes on a date with him. That's not that doesn't seem particularly super healthy, I guess.
I totally forgot the way he fucking gets her at the start. That's just how dating worked back in the 40s, I guess.
I guess so. Like, they fucking beat on each other throughout this. Okay, well, you know, she, like, beats on him throughout the movie. She's fucking, like, hitting him and shit like that. I did think that, like, you know, the part where he just, like, starts fucking slapping himself, that was kind of fun. It's like, yeah, what are we, like, really accomplishing here? That was neat, I guess. But also, like, when he's fucking talking to her, when they're finally, like, meeting in the street, and he's like trying to chat her up, like, hey, we had a date. You fucking tried to commit suicide if I didn't go out with you. No, I'm not fucking interested. He goes on, like, this long spiel about, like, look, I'll fucking change absolutely everything about myself. Who I am doesn't matter whatsoever. I just want to be with you. That's not that's not how it should work, guy. Admittedly, though, like, the part where she says you're stupid and he says I can be that too, that was also kind of sweet, though. I liked that part. But, you know, at the same time, fuck this movie. Oh, she fucking cheated on that. It was totally perfect, dude. Well, why'd she do that? Also, apparently, by the way, guys, in the book, she never sleeps with anyone after, like, she loses her virginity to him. She remains pure after that. She remains with her chaste intact until she fucking decides to, you know, stab her fiancé in the back.
That makes it all okay, actually.
Yeah, I guess so. But also, I felt like the elderly part was kind of touching as well. That was kind of nice.
The way
It's
they
fine.
almost end the movie is fucking crazy, though.
Right? They fucking...
the fake out.
They fucking die in each other's arms, dude.
Yeah, not even that too, but, like, before that, I thought they were gonna end the movie on the girl forgetting him and just freaking the fuck out and just make some traumatic event. I was like, Jesus Christ, there's no way they're gonna end it on that.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the idea that, like, he's fucking reading to her every day to try and bring back her, like, memories and shit like that for a couple more minutes. You know, that's nice.
I do agree. That is a very touching thing to do, but unfortunately, because of that setup, it also makes the movie incredibly predictable.
Yeah. And not to mention also completely loses impact since it's tied to these two chuckle fucks throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. Dylan, what do you rank in the movie?
Yeah.
No, you guys go.
No, you go first, Dylan.
Your fucking face is hilarious right now. I need to hear
Dylan's so
what you're gonna
fucking
rank this
pissed
movie.
off right now. Whoa.
I'll fucking live with that.
I'm gonna give it a
guess.
C- personally.
I'm very close to Nico. I gave it a D+.
Whoa.
I'm giving this one a D-. It's like irredeemable.
But not so irredeemable though that's an
Yeah,
F.
it doesn't, you know, it didn't make me, like, want to, you know, cry myself to sleep, I guess, so.
It's on the verge of redeemable.
Yeah.
Anyways, this movie lands at C-. Honestly, I'm shocked it got dragged down that far.
Why are you that shocked by it?
I don't know. You know, that D- has a lot more weight than I thought it did. What can I say?
Dude, fucking, I was honestly, like, really looking forward to this movie, too. Because, like, a fucking dude on a podcast who, you know, I think he's got good taste. The Anime Man, you may have heard of him, okay? Over on the Trash Chase podcast. Perhaps I should have taken the name of their podcast into account here. But he was talking about how, like, yeah, honestly, like, I watched The Notebook recently and I really liked it. It made me cry, you know? And well, you know, if he liked it, maybe I'll like it too. Yeah, you know, this is like a big chick flick. Women fucking love this movie. Maybe women have a good idea of what's good here. I don't think they do.
We're turning into a red pill channel right now. Let's talk about female hypergamy.